Somalis had of vetting for border counties, Maasai suffered the same. So you find many Maasais do not have IDs. So we are going to say now, there is no discrimination for those of us who live in the borders. Everybody must register, and you as Maasai, you must also vote. And vote to have your voice. So it is also a conversation about directing the community into the value that participating in civic obligations, they have that duty as well. But also, you know, history places Maasai at the center of the nation, Kenya. But over time, for lack of education, for lack of important facilities like, hospitals, water, for lack of government, because for us, government was police the day the cows were stolen. So for us, government was danger. To other communities, government is jobs, government is water, government is hospital. So we want now our community to know they have also an obligation to contribute meaningfully to Kenya. We don't want to stay as a peripheral community. We feel that the Maasai must play a bigger role than we are playing now.
Are you tying all of this to the festival?
They are going to be part of the festival. It is a 5 days event. We have our first day, we are talking about youth, the first day. The second day, women.
So are you doing a baraza setup or what?
I hope you'll come and do your news there to see what it is. It is a gathering. Every day we'll be expecting more than 10,000 people. Every day. Of course, not just Maasais only. We have a section for investors because we want to showcase investment opportunities in our counties. But also our women are going to talk about being women. Why do we hear that in these nomadic communities that the girls' pregnancy is the highest? Where did we lose it? Because it is unacceptable that when it comes to early marriages, Maasai tuko huko. When to come girl-child pregnancies, Maasai tuko huko. It is time we have that conversation and say it is not our space. When fragmentation of land came, the Maasai concept of land was that land was divine from God. It is to be used for grazing our cattle and supporting our livelihood, and is for all of us. But the New World Order came, that land now belongs to an individual. You have a title deed or a paper that says this is your land. Our people must understand. Our people did not know what it is. They thought that you are given a paper, and if you sell this paper, you make money. But they never took it that they are losing their land. So we are not going to occupy the space of kazi yetu ni kuuza mashamba. That is not our job. We must position our community rightfully to be at the center of the development of Kenya and to become a key cog, as history shows we were a key cog at some point. Before the Mzungu put a knife on the things that held us together, as Chinua Achebe puts it, the Maasai were a very solid community. Our culture put us in a way that everybody respected us. In fact, Thompson described in his book in 1885 that the Maasai are a noble community, but also a dangerous lot. So when Charles Elliot came in as commissioner, which then was the governor or the president of Kenya in that time, he said, one of the first things we must do is to remove this Maasaidom. Kill their ceremonies, weaken them, remove them from the center, put them to close district, then you have Kenya for you. And that is why they even went ahead to brand us collaborators. We were not collaborators. Independence came at a time when the Maasai were terribly weakened. Many Maasai heroes were killed and they were never recorded. Many Maasai bombers were buried alive with the people and it was never captured. Just for them to come and say in the later on, the Maasais were collaborators. How do we become collaborators when we have lost all our land? They come and say, the leader of the Maasai was Lenana. Lenana was not our leader. Lenana was our seer, like Bon, somebody who says predict things. The Maasai is governed through a council. Every age group has a leader. And because of those Rika, there will be many of them. So that council of leaders of age groups become the Maasai governing structure. So when they came and say the Anglo-Maasai agreement, the Lenana agreement, that is all rubbish. It was to blackmail the Maasai because they did not want to confront them. Because the Maasais had a structure that had something like the military, the Morans, they had the command center, the elders, and so they would provide the strongest resistance. So to avoid that, they say, oh, you Maasai nation, let us sign an agreement. Oh, we have spoken to your leader. But at the same time, the gun was used to kill so many of them. And so we were never collaborators. We were put that tag, and we must continue to say we were not collaborators, because we were not. You know, yes, we could have had a few sellouts, like every community had theirs, you know, kidogo kidogo, but the person must take his rightful place in modern Kenya. And that is done through education, safeguarding their land, using our culture to advance our good, and also giving us what will be our cash crop, our culture, our livestock, and our wildlife.
Okay.
We are the only community that safely stays with wildlife without fearing. If you bring another community into the wildlife area, they must have guns, they must be fully protected. But a Maasai boy will look after his cows and sheep. The elephants are there, the buffaloes are there, everybody is there. We live with them. We don't fear. We have the order. If you go to a water hole in a national park, animals have order. Elephants take water first, followed by buffaloes. The dik-dik and gazelles will come last. So even us, when we come with our cows, when we see the elephants and the buffaloes, we hold on, kidogo. Wanakunywa maji, wanaenda. We bring our cows. And
before so, the dik-diks and the gazelles.
Those must follow us also, you know. And there's no conflict. The natural order in the park, it is us who understands. And why now you are spending so much money in helicopters, in guns, in training, is because you are introducing strangers to our space and alienating us. So those are the conversations we must have so that the Maasai take its right place in the nation Kenya.
So I know you had mentioned the Nkipata,
Unoto, Olngesher.
Yes, which are recognized by UNESCO. Yes.
And President Ruto was given a certificate to that effect to receive it on behalf of the Maasai. And we are very proud that UNESCO has said this intangible aspect of Maasai culture must be safeguarded for future generations, for humanity.
All right.
Not just for ourselves.
Okay, but this is the observation they make, that while the rites still attract relatively sizable crowds, the practice appears to be rapidly declining due to the fast emergence of agriculture as a main source of income, reforms of the land tenure system, and the impact of climate change that affects the survival of cattle. How are you planning to preserve this culture?
You know, by us having that conversation, we are saying this is the third edition. Remember, we said Amboseli was lost because our leaders fought. Amboseli now was given to us back because the three Ma governors, Governor Lati of Samburu, Governor Ndutu of Narok, and myself, through our community orders, took it to our President Ruto to say, look at this history. And Ruto said, I know it. In fact, President Kibaki attempted to do it.
Where do we go to read this history?
But it is part of us. It is our conversation. It is part of us. And that is what our children, we want them to know. In Kajiado County, just to give an example, the importance of culture and values.
This is passed on generation to generation.
Yes. When I come to campaign in Ngong and I come to Kitengela and I talk, the young generation say, wewe mbuyu, kwenda nini, wapi pesa? But when I go to Maasai land and I talk to these people, they know a father is talking, a leader is talking. They must not necessarily vote for me. They will also ask their question genuinely, but very respectfully. We must give our children our values as Africans. Then we will stop lamenting watoto wa siku hizi. Watoto wa siku hizi is because of parent wa siku hizi. It is the parents that are not giving the children what their values are. If you look at what this Maasai culture is, you will hear from another community, oh, we used to be like this. Oh, it used to be there. Oh, we found it. Why did we lose it? We want to re-engineer it for everybody to copy. And for because even as much as children must be obedient and talk orders and all that, they also have their right. The right to guidance, they have their leadership, the preparation for tomorrow, preparation to be leaders, preparation to be family people, preparation to protect the community, and community livelihoods.
Okay.
I don't agree that agriculture is eating that space. As a county government, we have our spatial planning for Kajiado. Because we recognize if we did not have a spatial plan, Nairobi will make Kajiado one big slum one day. So we did our spatial planning and say, for our urban towns, because we know the future is urban, we set places for human settlement as our urban centers. For our wildlife, we have designated places for wildlife. For our livestock, we have places for livestock. For our agriculture, we have places for agriculture. So we have catered for everybody in this spatial plan, and none should interfere with the others. In fact, in the coming in of Amboseli, the Kilimanjaro areas around Loitoktok, Kimana and all that will be fenced off from wildlife and from livestock. That become agriculture. The Amboseli plains coming all the way to Namanga will be a roaming space for our livestock and our wildlife. And they should be able to coexist peacefully, and it will bring prosperity because even the wildlife will support the livestock through water, through feedlots, through research, through education, and our livestock will now become our cash crop. You know, we are working on a model to say we can no longer practice pastoralism as a culture and a way of life. Pastoralism must become an enterprise.
Okay.
You know, anchored on three pillars: dairy, meat, hide and skins. Those are the three value chains for our livestock. So now we are moving our community, even in this conversation, to say, wesi fuga ng'ombe ya kienyeji, it must be a cow, must be a business. So what cow are you keeping? Ni ya maziwa, this is the breed, and this is the way it should be kept. Ni ya nyama, this is the breed, and this is the way it should be kept. And then now, hatutakuwa tunafuatana tuna ng'ombe, kiangazi imekuja, ng'ombe ya Maasai imejaa Nairobi. Hapana. We are directing our community to remain modern. We are also pushing that the future being urban, they must also go to towns. You see, the administration that followed the Mzungu's administration, they came to Maasai land, take some of our oases and made them urban centers or towns. But at that time, they say, oh, Maasai is our town. So we grew up knowing sisi sio watu wa town. So we're just living in the bush. Maasais must come to town. They must take their space in town because the future is urban. Oh, Maasai attack education. Those who are haters for Maasai and those who are saboteurs for our community who are benefiting from us.
Okay.
So they push that narrative. We must push back the narrative to say we are going urban, we are going to school, we are going conservation, we are protecting our culture, we will remain Maasai, but we will remain Kenyan. And then we take our rightful space in Kenya.
Mesemata Nairobi ni nyumbani, place of what? Cool water.
Everywhere in this Kenya, because the journey through Maasai land by Joseph Thompson of 1885, the journey through Kenya was all Maasai land. You hear now Nyahururu is a Maasai name for Naururu. You hear Nanyuki, Maasai name for Nanyuki. You hear Nairobi where you are, Ngariak, Nairobi. You know, Eldoret, Lodenterit, all that was Maasai land. So when the Mzungus displaced us, there was never, we didn't even know because then we were in closed districts. We never knew that Kenya came back.
Okay.
So, as much as historical injustices are there, we are saying that is not our complaint. Our complaint is we look forward. Remember Kwame Nkrumah said, east to west, in the time of the Cold War, we neither look west nor east. We look forward.
All right.
So we don't want to lament too much of what has happened. We must tidy what is going to happen going
forward. And
you've
said Destination Tuesday, Kimana Gate.
Destination Tuesday, Amboseli.
Amboseli.
You know, Destination Tuesday, Amboseli.
Wapi tunakutana wapi?
Unaanza hapa Nairobi, you know where Amboseli is?
Yes.
So you can turn in Kimana, you can turn in Remito.
Okay.
So directions are very clear.
All right.
And President Ruto is coming there to give us the double celebration, celebrating our culture, celebrating Amboseli.
All right, sawa sawa. Thank you very much for the invite. Umeniambia kuja tufanye news hapo. I will consult with my boss.
Yes.
I see here as part of the feedback, Sylvia Mutiso saying, I will be there from Tuesday training on quality milk in Kajiado.
Excellent.
Have your say. We'll be reading more of your feedback. The hashtag is Citizen Sunday Live. The X handles are at Obarus at Citizen TV Kenya. And the SMS line is 22422. We take a break, but Sunday Live continues on the other side. Coming up, 2 Kenyan abductees narrate their 19-month-long ordeal at the hands of Al-Shabaab terror group.
Make your home a signature home. Introducing Lifestyle Steel Stone Coated Roofing Tiles, where roofing excellence is backed by a lifetime guarantee from Mabati Rolling Mills.
Welcome to
access to finance and capital that is very key in unlocking impact and growth like what we are reporting in Shamba Pride. It is a big challenge, and EIB has been one of the biggest examples of deploying capital to early stage companies. And I think I really take pride in EIB capital that has really been very key for Shamba to unlock growth of creating jobs internally and also creating jobs to thousands of farmers and agro-dealers we work with across different villages in Kenya.
Flamingo soap, flamingo soap. What do you like to call flamingo? For your beauty and hand washing needs. Flamingo soap. Own your glow with flamingo soap.
Teke na we go border. Chanua Jam, fika on time at the lowest charges in town. Va helmet and ride in style. Ni safi, ni safe, na ni easy kwa mfuko yako. Wigo, your trusted ride. Download the app now. Ama SMS Wigo to 20425. You'll fike right on time. Wigo, your trusted ride.
Before we said we were Kenya's #1 news app, but we've continued to redefine ourselves into Kenya's #1 app as we sit today. An interesting bit is about the identity of the app, which was developed by young students. We ran a competition in partnership with ISA, Susan Macau, and came up with a logo that is Citizen Digital today, and that was exciting, you know, sort of not creating a product for ourselves, but having our young audiences guide us in how to lead in this space.
Watch this story and more. Download the Citizen Digital app or visit www.citizendigital.com and find the Citizen Originals portal.
Kenya's #1 app, Citizen Digital. Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, SoftCare always stays with you. New SoftCare Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey. SoftCare. Protect your leap.
Safari yetu, nuru ya kujenga na kuangaza nchi. Nuru ya maendeleo, nuru ya ustawi, nuru ya ubunifu.
Dial *977# or download my Power app to access Kenya Power services fast and easy. Kenya Power, nuru ya Kenya.
Ili kupata wimbo wangu wa Atatimiza Ahadi kama sikiza tuni yako, bonyeza *860*413#. Kumbuka, sikiza na Citizen ndiyo nyumbani kwa wasanii wote.
Welcome to Homelink Mabati Factory, your trusted partner in roofing. We provide high quality and durable products including box profile, V-tile, prime tile and canopy sheets. Enjoy affordable prices, big discounts and 15 years warranty. Call us on 0794 800 000. Homelink Mabati Factory. We promise, we deliver.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, Soft Care always stays with you.
New Soft Care Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey.
Soft Care. Protect your leap.
Mwenye anataka kuingia sekta ya kulima, atafute consultant, do your research, afanye something which is going to be productive.
Kama ningejua yeye ni tajiri, ningekuwa nishamtafuta kitambo. Nini mam, nini?
Thank you for staying with us on Sunday Live. ODM leaders have rejected claims that the party will crumble after the death of their leader, the late Raila Odinga. At separate events in Magarini and Kitengela, party officials reassured their supporters that ODM remains strong with leadership firmly in the hands of Raila's loyal followers. In Magarini, they threw their weight behind Harrison Kombe, the party's candidate for the parliamentary seat. Meanwhile, in Kitengela, they worked to further solidify the party's popularity, emphasizing unity in leadership and making it clear that the party's options for the 2027 elections remains open. Milito Letenges with more.
As the countdown begins to the 27th November by-elections in Magarini and 4 other constituencies, political parties are intensifying their campaigns and working to solidify their positions ahead of the vote. In Magarini, ODM's top leadership rallied support for the party's candidate in the by-election, Harrison Kombe, who had his earlier victory nullified by the Supreme Court after a petition was filed by his opponent, Stanley Kenga Karisa.
Wanafiki wakora wengine wakakuja wakasema kura zenu hati nyinyi hamukupigia Kombe, ati mlipigia mtu mwingine.
Sisi ni ODM, lakini candidate wetu Harry Kombe anaungwa mkono na chama zote za broad based.
ODM leaders have dismissed claims that the party will disintegrate following the passing of Raila Odinga. They defended the party structure, insisting that its foundation remains strong and that the leadership is united.
Wengine wanasema ati Oburu sasa miaka zake zimeenda, na sababu gani sasa hii na kuchukua chama ya wazee? Angalieni vile viongozi wa hapa. Abdi Swamad ni kijana au sio kijana? Wanga ni kijana au sio kijana?
Adui yetu sasa hivi ni mmoja peke yake. Let us not lose focus. Tusiwe ni wenye kupelekwa hivi na hivi. Adui yetu ni huyu ambaye kwamba sasa hivi amepatiwa tikiti hapa, sijui DCP, sijui DC nini. Huyo ndo adui mkubwa.
Meanwhile, in Kitengela, ODM Deputy Party Leader Simba Arati held meetings in various parts of the area, culminating in a rally in Kitengela town. Arati emphasized that ODM remains the party to beat in 2027, whether on the ballot alone or as part of a coalition.
Chama chetu cha ODM. Hakuna vile bahari Hindi itatoka Hindi ingie katika mto Tana ama Athi River. Hakuna ama ingie mto Yala ama ingie Lake Victoria. Tutatengeneza serikali katika mwaka wa 2027. Sisi kama chama ama kwa tumeshikana na watu wengine ambao wako na akili kama sisi.
Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV.
Kenya Kenya Kwanza leaders, led by Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah, have hit out at the Democracy for the Citizens Party leader Rigathi Gachagua over his remarks over a leadership vacuum in elective posts in Mount Kenya. The leaders accused Gachagua of disrespect and bitterness following his claims that the region's legislators are less educated and easily compromised, saying they were duly elected by the people. They urged Gachagua to move on from his impeachment and stop dividing the Mount Kenya region. The leaders spoke in Thika during a fundraiser for the development of 24 churches.
The bitterness, it is going to consume you. It will consume you. Unasahau mpaka watoto wako ambao unawaita watoto. Achana na hiyo maneno. These are your children. Waombee, wish them well.
You don't become personal when it comes to politics. Na hii kuniuzia uoga, kunipigia simu, ukinitumia message ya kwamba nisipokuunga mkono nitaona. Na kuambia my friend, my life is in the hands of God.
Allow us to work for our people. Siasa ni mwaka ujao, tukutane kwa barabara. But for now, let us respect one another. Tuheshimiane.
Wakaona Kawanjiko, hata akiwa mtoto wa single mother, hata ukimdharau namna gani, wakaona he is among the best of their children in Kiambaa, na wakachagua yeye. So ukirudi kumuonyesha madharau ati umtukane, sio hawa viongozi unatukana wenye wamewachagu. Na nakubaliana na Mama Alice Ng'ang'a. Wacha hasira. Wacha chuki. Wacha kupiganisha watu.
Two of Kenya's longest-held abductees are asking the government to compensate them 12 years after their release. Yesi Mule and Frederick Wainaina were abducted by the militant Al-Shabaab in 2012 and held for 19 months in captivity. They told Citizen TV's Brenda Wanga about their ordeal and the long search for justice.
Wajir County 2012. For registration officers Yesemule and Francis Wainaina, it was an ordinary afternoon of dedicated public service in the remote town of Gerile. They were helping residents of this area register for their national ID cards, a task that had not taken place for close to 2 decades here. This government undertaking would lead to a harrowing 19-month ordeal. In the afternoon heat of that day, Al-Shabaab struck.
So within that time, overran the police officers that were guarding us, killed several of them, around 7 to 10 got murdered.
Kulala tukaingia chini ya meza hivi. Ndiye mtu mmoja, hiyo Al-Shabaab mmoja, akatuona kwa dirisha. Wakati alituona, Mungu ni mwema, hakupiga risasi. Alirudi kwa mlango. Na sisi tukaamuka.
The government badges saved their lives. They were taken hostage. Their destination, Mogadishu, Somalia. The journey was a forced march of terror. Along the way, the Al-Shabaab militants deployed calculated cruelty designed to terrorize both the captives and the local populace.
We were tied on what we call a technical, the pickups, and driven around the town as trophy, as war trophy. This is the first town where now the locals were really after us. You know, locals became part of the mob justice, literally mobbing us.
But it was in Mogadishu that the real reign of physical, mental and psychological torture began. Locked away in what they describe as safe houses, they were stripped of their clothes and their dignity.
Those chains were permanent for 19 months. So they were basically dog chains. They would chain your leg with a padlock it, then chain both legs again, padlock it, then padlock your leg and chain it with your hand, padlock it. So we had 4 padlocks with us and the chains that were permanent. So those ones we lived with them. And the only time I remember they were removed was when we were doing the videos.
Tukakaa. Unajua hapo ile kitu kukulura sana kuguni ndio hizo. Just imagine kuguni, tulikuwa na kuguni na uweze makitu kukuwa na makuguni huko, hakuna kitu akijifunika, kuna nini mnalalia nini, hata unajua miguu kuna kitu paka tukasiko na hii inaitwa arthritis miguu. Hata saa hii miguu hii inagada ile hujaona.
For 19 agonizing months, Yesse and Francis endured the unimaginable, the uncertainty, the isolation, and the endless fear. Their release finally came after negotiations between the government and the abductors. They returned to their families changed men.
That significant event led, first of all, to my divorce. I mean, I couldn't sustain a marriage, maybe. Because I had a lady who had also undergone her own trauma, and here I was in trauma. So that marriage couldn't last as much as we tried.
Hiyo stress kakuwa mama yangu. Mimi nikuja, nilikuwa naulizwa kaburi. Mama yako, nilikuwa akirudia mama yako alikuwa juu ya wewe. Stress ilimkura paka akaku. Alafu kukaa. Unajua hata Mayaibu naye alipata stress, alikuwa na high blood pressure.
The toll the abduction took on their lives still lingers. For their ordeal, they were awarded Silver Star medals, but they say they have never received this. Yesse Mule and Francis Wainaina survived a nightmare.
Lakini tunashukuru Mungu.
Their ordeal is over, but their battle for justice and recognition continues. They wait, not just for compensation, but for the clear message that the sacrifice and service of their country truly mattered. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.
Police in Kisii have arrested 2 boda operators over alleged separate defilement cases in Kitutu Chache and Nyamache in Kisii County. One of the suspects, a 34-year-old Julius Onduso Kebwaro, is said to have taken a 10-year-old girl to provide care but turned against her, defiling her and impregnating her. As Franklin Walla reports, the minor is currently recuperating in hospital after delivery.
A disturbing story at Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital of a minor in need of care. A 10-year-old schoolgirl who is a victim of defilement is recuperating after delivering. 34-year-old Julius Onduso Kebwaro, a man who had taken up the role of a guardian, is said to have sexually molested the minor.
Unapata ni wale watu wenye wako ni kama well wishers ndio wanadefile hao watoto.
It is alleged the man, a boda rider and chairman at Nyangusu stage, defiled and impregnated the girl. An attempt to have the minor procure an abortion went wrong. She was referred to Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital, where she underwent a premature cesarean section only for her infant to die few hours later.
Mwanaume alikuwa anakuja jioni kama amelewa, akishafika nyumbani anamuuliza kama amepea watoto chakula. Anamwambia ndio, anamwambia pana waamushe, like anakaa kawe mwenye anamtishia, but huyo mtoto anamwambia watoto wameshiba. Then anamwambia waende na yeye kwa room yake, bedroom, waende kulala na yeye, but mtoto akakataa. Yule mtoto alikuwa anakataa, akawa anaenda kwa room yake, anamforce. Mtoto analia kabisa, but hakuna kitu iliyoifanyika.
In the second case, another suspect, also a boda operator, is currently detained at Mosocho police station after he impregnated a grade 9 candidate. The minor's family say they entrusted the boda operator to be dropping their kid to school only for him to allegedly turn against her.
After nimepata information, nimepata around 2 months ago kwamba msichana wangu ameshika mimba. Nilianza kufuatilia hii kesi ili nione kama mtoto anaweza pata haki. Na mimi kwa kweli sisi nilikuwa natafuta haki sababu nipatiwe pesa pana. Nilikuwa natafuta haki kwa watoto wote wasichana sababu yale wanaozidi kupitia kwa sasa ni magumu.
Both the suspects are in custody awaiting court process. Franklin Walla, Citizen TV.
Kenya's homegrown spirit brand, Chrome, has rewarded its first lucky winners in the nationwide Chomoka consumer promotion, marking 10 years in the market. The ceremony, held at EABL headquarters in Nairobi, saw 2 Nairobi residents, Edwin Miano and Duncan Shumila, each take home 1 million shillings. Other prizes included a laptop, content creation kit, and branded sneakers. While celebrating Chrome's loyal consumers across the country, Senior Brand Manager Zipporah Ndungo said the campaign highlights Kenya's youthful ambition and aims to reward everyday hustlers who embody the Chrome spirit. The promotion invites consumers to buy Chrome.
Nasomea cards jioni. So tulikuwa group work. So wale tulikuwa nao walisikianga maneno and then they were writing the details kuconfirm si kukoniwa na koniwa. So nimepata hii mili, naona itanisaidia sana kulipa fee. Other than fee, naona sasa tenisaidia ninunue machine poa.
Chrome has always been there celebrating the culture and the spirit of people and their hustle. And for us, we see 10 years as being a huge milestone. We are really here to celebrate and reward our consumers, 111,000 of them with different prizes. And we've set aside a good kitty of 34 million worth of prizes for them to get to celebrate with us as we mark this milestone and to establish and cement ourselves as, you know, we are here and excited to see what the next 10 years will also look like.
All right, that promotion invites consumers to buy Chrome, scratch and send the code to 22110 for a chance to win as part of the ongoing national giveaway. Let's take a look at what's coming up on sports. Gor Mahia's winning run halted by Ulinzi as FC Leopards claim third straight victory in a thrilling KPL action.
Make your home a signature home. Introducing Lifestyle Steel Stone Coated Roofing Tiles, where roofing excellence is backed by a lifetime guarantee from Mabati Rolling Mills.
Welcome to Boma Mabati Factory, the winners of 2025 roofing solutions. All our products come with warranty and are kept certified. Be part of our many satisfied customers by visiting us to enjoy great discounts. Boma Mabati Factory, Mabati Poa, near Boma.
Hi, baby.
Kill-proof with Gorilla Glass 7i and IP65, sleek, strong, unstoppable.
Anasema dedication ifikie mpenzi wake.
Unajua babako pia alikuwa romantic vile tulipatana. Siku hizi uko kama meza na kiti. Atweti, hebu ona babako amenitumia zile forwarded links zake tena.
Ukishiwa na maneno, cheza vile unafeel.
Why do 7 out of 10 kids have cavities, sir? Because whatever this toothpaste has for cavity protection, isn't enough. Double Herbal contains clove. My mother says it contains eugenol, which is 100% effective in cavity protection. Where there's clove, there's no cavity.
You think all paracetamol is the same? Panadol Advance, with its unique Optizorb technology, releases medicine 5 times faster than standard paracetamol, making it ready to work in 5 minutes. Try Panadol Advance for fast and effective relief from pain and fever. Fast relief at only 15 shillings per pair.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, Soft Care always stays with you.
New Soft Care Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey.
Soft Care. Protect your leap.
Hello, ladies.
Wagwan!
So where do you want to go?
We want food. Shopping.
We want a Kenyan line. Okay, let's go. Lipa na po. In Kenya, we boat la biashara. Thank you, Mom. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. So you also take M-Pesa? Of course, Kenya is M-Pesa nation.
Pay, borrow, invest safely and securely. Over 50 million Kenyans. One network. Safaricom M-Pesa. Popote ulipo.
Welcome to Extraordinary Splash and Drive Car Wash Kamakis. Enjoy premium services, body wash, buffing, interior detailing, underwash, steam engine wash, and carpet cleaning done to perfection. While we make your car sparkle, enjoy free Wi-Fi, executive meeting rooms, and comfy workstations perfect for your hustle. Find us along the Eastern Bypass, Kamakis. Call 0727-941-734. Extraordinary Splash and Drive Car Wash for extraordinary service.
One artisan in Kenya to products from 8 African countries shared in Accra, Kigali, Nairobi, and reaching the world.
Afro-quality. Buy African, build Africa.
Whenever you fly to space or take your first step as baby, Soft Care always stays with you.
New Soft Care Space Series is rooted from space technology. Keeps you dry and comfortable for 12 hours long. Offers you the most effective protection during your space journey. Soft Care. Protect your leap.
What is it? Are you okay? Did you know that your brother bought a house for the daughter of Mrs. Garcia?
Be ready to dance to the rhythm of the music you played, because my father would not take it lightly with you when he finds out.
Monday is no longer with the blues, because your Mondays just got sporty. We bring you the thrill of the game like never before. Get in on the adrenaline, breaking down the scoreboard, hard-hitting commentary.
Now that is special.
And in-depth features. Hosted by Isaac Swiller with his panel of experts Stephen Chitera and Zita Jimoy, delivering the power of sport right to your screen. Sporty Monday, every Monday morning on Citizen TV. Don't miss a moment of the game changer.
Gor Mahia's 4-match winning run came to an end as they were held to a 1-1 draw by Ulinzi Stars in a Kenyan Premier League match at the Kasarani Stadium. Felix Oluoch put the home side ahead with a clever back heel in the 6th minute, igniting the Kasarani crowd. But Ulinzi fought back with Boniface Mushiri leveling in the 34th minute with a clinical finish after a quick counter-attack. The draw denied Gor a chance to top the table, while Ulinzi claimed a vital away point. Gor face defending champions Kenya Police next, while Ulinzi hosts Shabana FC. In the other action, FC Leopards beat Mathare United 2-0 at Nyayo, with second-half goals from Vincent Mahiga and James Kinyanjui sealing their 3rd straight win.
Watakuwa wanapoteza mechi yao ya 4. Vijana wa Mathare United, Julius Masaba, Ma7 ndani ya 18. Masaba analeta Maina.